What's going on, guys? Hawk Customs here, back for another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. Today I have 3 figures from the movie Thor Ragnarok. The 3 minifigures I have is Valkyrie from her outfit from the end of the movie, along with Thor's outfit from the end of the movie, and Hela. I decided to go with this costume instead of one like from the beginning of the movie or when he's fighting Hulk, because it includes the different straps and the blue shoulder pad and the red short cape, and I really like those details. I sculpted the gold details on the torso, and I also sculpted the brown wrappings he has on his legs. I used the LEGO official Thor head because I think it looks pretty good for Chris Hemsworth. It's definitely better than anything I could paint. Not sure where the hairpiece originated from, but it looks pretty good. The straps on the torso were made with tape, and then I painted on the silver, black, and brown details on both. I used Procreate for the sculpted details on all my figures. I used a dark gray torso as a base, and I painted on the darker gray details and the red details on the side of the torso. The right arm of the figure has an E-tape gauntlet that I then painted over in brown. Along on the back side of the arm, which is a little bit covered up by the bent of the elbow and the cape, you can see there is a little bit of painting on there for the strap. The top of the arm also has some dry brushing in gray, brown, and yellow. I sculpted the shoulder pad on there using Procreate, like I said earlier, and I also added using the Craftsmart turquoise color, I added the blue detail and the red and some silver dry brushing. On the bottom of the arm, I used E-tape, which I then painted brown, and I also added a strap on the back. Instead of sculpting the straps all the way around and having the legs be really bulky, I just painted the brown continuation all the way around on all 4 sides of the legs, even on the inside. The waistcape was done using a thinner cardstock material that I then cut to the right shapes I needed, and I added the 2 side panel things, and then added a piece of tape to connect them, then painted it in a matte black color. The pointed piece he has is supposed to be fabric, so I did a similar process I did with the cape, piece of cardstock, and a little bit to thicken it up, I added a piece of tape around it, then painted it in brown. The cape was made using a piece of Tyvek that I then cut to the right shape, and I just decided to, put a little piece of like a tape donut on the back of the torso rather than gluing it, because I did not want to glue it down. It also just, a little tab here sits under the minifig head, and you can remove the cape. I decided to make Valkyrie in her actual Valkyrie outfit from the end of the movie because I think it looks pretty good. The figure is fully painted, excluding the face. For the sword, I used the LEGO Hobbit sword and painted the hilt in brown. I decided not to paint the blade part because at the time I didn't have a good sealant. I might go back in the future and repaint it. I used the Agent 13 hairpiece from the Captain America Civil War sets and then just painted it in brown. The head was from the Harry Potter collectible minifigure series. I can't remember the name of the character, but she had black long hair and came with a gray skirt. The torso was fully painted. The arms were fully painted. I used gray and black details. The gold on the side of the arms is just a piece of cardboard that I cut to the right shape and added the gold straps on the sides. Both arms are symmetrical. Similar to the rest of the figure, the arms are fully painted. The cape, I just used the Shredder cape from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line of sets. The legs are fully painted as well, just like the rest of the figure. You know the deal. This is probably the hardest part though because of the figure, because they're right next to each other, so they gotta look symmetrical. I think I did pretty good. Then I added this piece of cardstock, a little bit thicker than Thor's waistcape, to make it look like fabric, and then I painted it up with the right details. Also painted under that as well. I forgot to mention, but I sanded curves into the side of the torso. The last and final figure in the showcase is Hela. She was fully painted all the way from the face down to the toes. I used the standard LEGO female hairpiece that was molded in black because I think it's the most accurate thing to her hair in the movie. Here's a better look at the hair. For the cape, I used just a standard Lego dark green cape. Both arms were fully painted, and at the top of the arms, below the skin tone, they have electrical tape cuffs to represent the cuffs of the sleeves. The legs were also fully painted with dark green, and the printing wraps around all four sides of the legs. I also added gloss black paint on the edge of the feet to represent the heels. The head was fully painted by me to match the actress's likeness, Cate Blanchett. I painted everything from the eyes to the eyebrows, the little lines under the eyes, the mouth, and the lips. I think it looks pretty good. I sanded down the top of the legs and continued the painting up there. I sanded them down so I could move the legs back and forth without having the paint rub off. The rest of the figure was pretty simple. I just had to paint the details that were in my reference photos and make it, to the best of my ability, symmetrical on each side. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these three figures. I think these are some of my best work to date. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.